Everything you want to accomplish in life is a matter of being smart enough to know how to do it. Whether it's getting a better job, mastering a new language, or becoming a more resilient person. Success depends on your ability to think through and solve problems. What you might not realize is that you can make your brain smarter by making it work on problems more efficiently. In this video, we'll see how employing one practice in your daily life will allow you to do exactly that. Okay, so that practice I just mentioned is mindfulness. And in this video, we're going to briefly define what mindfulness is, and then we're going to see how it can improve 3 different aspects of cognition: sustained attention, working memory, and problem-solving ability. By the way, if you're curious about where this information comes from, check out the references in the description below this video. And just so you know, I'm Andrew Cooper Sansone, if we haven't met, and this is Sense of Mind. This channel is all about helping you to live a better life, to take control of your life, and to gain greater peace of mind. I firmly believe that when you empower people to learn about themselves from the inside out, they can make amazing changes in their lives. So please join the conversation by dropping a comment below, and also be sure to like and subscribe, and also hit the bell icon so you never miss anything new from Sense of Mind. Alright, so what is mindfulness? A brief definition is that mindfulness is basically a mental state where you notice what's happening in and around you without placing any kind of emotional or moral judgment on it. You just experience the moment and notice whatever's happening without engaging or getting distracted by any one thing. That's a really quick and dirty definition, so if you want to dive deeper into the nuances of what it's like to practice mindfulness and you want to learn how to practice mindfulness, check out some of the resources in the description of this video, and also check out this other video where I go into the emotional benefits of mindfulness. Okay, so first up, mindfulness improves sustained attention. So what is that? Sustained attention is basically the ability to focus on one particular stimulus for a long period of time. So how does this apply to your everyday life? Well, whenever you're working on anything, you might find yourself straying from the task at hand. And in that moment, you know you're not using your time as wisely as you could. So why do you keep straying away from it? Well, it's probably because you're getting distracted. And the way that mindfulness helps is it can help you to get rid of distractions. Well, not so much get rid of distractions, but not be taken away by them. As the neuroscientist and philosopher Sam Harris has said, mindfulness basically allows you to cease to be distracted. You're not really doing anything, you're just not being distracted anymore. So this really helps you to zero in on whatever you're trying to focus on. All right, next, mindfulness improves working memory. So working memory is basically the ability to hold multiple pieces of information in the front of your mind at once. So an example is when maybe somebody gives you their phone number and you need to remember it long enough to get to your phone and put it in your contacts. That's an example of using working memory. But really anything that you're focused on, any kind of problem you're trying to solve, whether it's creative or analytical, a big part of the difficulty can be holding one idea in your mind and trying to reason about another or consider another idea. And so an analogy would be when you don't have any working memory, it's like trying to hammer a nail into a board, but you can't hold the hammer and the nail at the same time. It's going to be a lot harder to get that task done. So the way that mindfulness helps is, once again, it basically clears your mind of distractions. You really only have a limited capacity for working memory. So mindfulness helps you to not have those limited spaces taken up by distracting thoughts that have nothing to do with what you're thinking about. Okay, number 3, mindfulness improves insight problem solving. So it's not just any kind of problem solving, but what psychologists refer to as insight problem solving. So these are types of problems that require you to kind of change your perspective or restructure how you're thinking about the problem. So instead of it being kind of a step-by-step analysis that leads you to the answer, as in maybe like a math homework problem, It's more of a creative problem, or one that requires you to really think from multiple perspectives and restructure how you're coming to the answer. So psychologists say that this type of problem solving is characterized by the aha moment, or the kind of eureka moment, when you realize, when everything comes together and you finally find that solution because you were able to step out of your normal problem solving framework and figure it out. All right, so how does mindfulness help? Well, basically it removes some of those distracting thoughts. We've been talking a lot about distraction, and one of the things that it does is it actually turns down the activity of a network of brain regions called the default mode network. And the default mode network is responsible for your inner narration, for self-talk of all kinds. And when you turn down the activity, you reduce the amount of kind of noise in your mind at once. And when you're focusing on a problem where you have to consider it from multiple angles, one way that this helps is that it allows you to drop some of those preconceived notions of what the problem-solving framework you should be using is, and allow you to explore new ways of approaching that problem, because you're able to just see the problem for what it is without having all these preconceived ideas about what you should be doing to solve it. Okay, before we recap, I've got a question for you. What kinds of insights, what kind of tactics and strategies and techniques have you found that have helped you increase the functioning of your own mind? Have you found anything that you think makes you smarter? I really, like I said, want to foster a conversation and discussion about these kinds of topics, so please don't hesitate. If you've got anything along those lines or any kind of questions, please drop it in the comment section below. Okay, so now let's recap. So we said that mindfulness is basically a state in which you just notice what's happening without judging it, without engaging in it, without being distracted by any one thing. So again, that's a quick and dirty definition, so there's a lot more nuance to it, and I encourage you to check out some of the resources and the other videos we've made about mindfulness. Now, the cognitive benefits that we talked about in this video had to do with improving sustained attention, improving working memory, as well as insight problem solving. Now, I do have to mention, to get any of these benefits, to keep them up, to sustain them, you have to practice mindfulness very regularly. You have to make it part of your daily routine, and you have to keep it up, because any benefits you do notice, if you stop practicing, they're very likely to fade away. Thank you so much for watching this video and for being a part of this community. Again, I really encourage you to comment any thoughts you might have, any suggestions, anything that might help anybody else. And also like this video and subscribe to this channel. Hit that bell icon so you never miss anything new from Sense of Mind. Please follow us on Instagram and Facebook. And if you're interested, sign up for the newsletter. You can find that link in the description, as well as on our channel homepage. That will give you exclusive updates about news and new videos, new content from Sense of Mind. Like I said, really trying to foster a community of curious thinkers, so please be a part of it. Just so you know, this channel is brought to you by the Diamond Mind Foundation. This episode was written and produced by me, Andrew Cooper Sansone. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.